What is going on, everyone? I wanted to make a video about my top 50 records of 2024, and I'm aware it might be quite a long video. It's some different style of content that maybe you're used to, but to make it engaging, I'm going to show you a bunch of records. I'm going to talk about my favorite ones, and let's get into it. Just a proviso, this is my list, it's not your list. It's not critical acclaim, it's personal preference. This is what I've really enjoyed in 2024. Number 50 is Final Form and their EP, The Devil's Game. Really savage, metallic, hardcore. Number 49 is No Relief, band from Brighton, BN1 style, Destroy Your World. Really bouncy, Righteous Jams style hardcore. Number 48 is the band Foxing and their self-titled album. This is intense, savage, really avant-garde music. If you like something completely different, you'll love this. 47 is Beyonce, Cowboy Carter. Not going to say anything that hasn't already been said about this record. Number 46 is Cold Hard Truth, King of the Streets. This record's been put out by Warpath Records. Shout out Dane and Sam and everyone that's doing the good work over in Birmingham for hardcore at the moment. But Cold Hard Truth coming back, proving they're the hardest. 45 is Contention, Artillery from Heaven. Metallic hardcore with that anthemic 90s style to it. Number 45 is Drug Church Prude, proving again why they can rock real hard and just get people moving. A little bit emotional, but really fun. Number 43 is Blood Incantation, Absolute Everywhere. This is probably the most extreme metal release on my list, and yeah, this just slaps. Progressive, really trippy, great. Number 42 is The Dare, What's Wrong with New York. This took me off guard. I wasn't ready for some sleazy synth pop, real kind of The Strokes, New York sound, but obviously done some production work with someone that's later on down the list, if you know. 41 is Imposter, Oblivion Opens. This is punishing hardcore. A really great UK band, really recommend them. You should absolutely check them out. Number 40 is Dead Poets Society with their record Vision. This band is great rock. It's really different, work with different time signatures, incredible melodies. It's catchy. It's the music I want to be writing when I'm in my band. 39 is One Step Closer, All You Embrace. This is emotional hardcore, really strong. This was so much higher up my earlier year list, but there's been so much more music released. But I still would really recommend it if you like that kind of melodic, bouncy, but still very emotional side of hardcore. Number 38 is Taylor Swift, The Tortured Poets Department. What else can I say about this record? There's nothing really more. I saw her this year. She was fantastic. It's great seeing tracks in this live. It gave it a whole new dynamic and a whole new level that the record didn't necessarily give straight away. 7 is High Vis Guided Tour. I wanted to listen to this record a lot more, and I probably would have if it came out earlier in the year. It probably would have been a bit higher, but I've really loved listening to this record. It's really drawn me in. It's getting really catchy. I'm really loving it. 36 is Wrist Meets Razor, Degeneration. This is a really savage, metallic hardcore record. The band are over in the UK early part of 2025, and I would really recommend you go and see them. They put on an amazing live show, and yeah, this record really slaps. Number 35 is Childish Gambino, Alta Vista. I really like this record. I've loved Childish for such a long time. I think what Donald Glover does with this rap persona and the character that he presents is really interesting, and it pushes the boundaries on R&B, soul, and hip-hop. Tyler, the Creator at 34, Chromacopia. I needed to sit with this record for a lot longer. It probably should be a lot higher on this list, but I need to give it more time. But I'm loving it so far. Number 33, a favorite band of mine, Alkaline Trio, Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. It's pop punk, it's punk rock, it's horror themes, it's catchy riffs, it's really engaging melodies. Would really recommend it. Number 32 is Casey Musgraves, Deeper Wells. This has been on heavy rotation since it came out earlier in the year, and I've had a hell of a year, and it's hit me at the right points, and it's poignant, it's emotional, and it's sad, and it's beautiful. And number 31 is Nails, Every Bridge Burning. Nails are back, punishing, short, sharp, hardcore with a metallic influence. incredible band. I really love what they do, and you should listen to this record if you've not already. Okay, we are into number 30, and this is Missing Link, Watch Me Bleed. Got to see this band live at Outbreak Fest, and they were incredible. Their track New York Minute has been on every playlist that I've had that needs some kind of motivation. Would really recommend listening to them. They have gone on leaps and bounds as a band and put on an incredible live show. I hope I get to see these guys again. So here's Flesh Creep at number 29, We Need You to Bleed. This band from Birmingham are incredible. They deliver a style of punk and hardcore that I've not heard for such a long time. It's immediate, it's visceral, it's in your face, and it's so different from everything else that's coming out right now. And they're from Birmingham, they're on my doorstep, so I'd really recommend you go and listen to Flesh Creep. My next record is Idles, Tank. I've talked about this record, I've shown it off. It's dancey, it's punk, it's a bit indie, it's full on, it's got a conscience, and it's fantastic. Really, really fun record. Record at 27 is Jamie XEX, In Waves. I need to sit with this for longer, it probably would have been higher. I've been such a big fan of Jamie XX and the XX and all of their work, in particular the stuff that he did with Gil Scott-Heron. This has got a lot of collaborators on it, as you would expect from a dance record, but it is a real strong British dance record. Number 26 is Kublai Khan, Exhibition of Prowess. I didn't think I'd be bumping this record this high, but it bops, it is catchy, and if you're viewing this on TikTok, you'll know why this band has done leaps and bounds. Fantastic record, and proving again why they are one of the hardest metallic hardcore bands out there. 25 is Johnny Cash, Songwriter. This is a new record by Johnny Cash. It's been uncovered. It came at an interesting point in his career when he was about to do the American recording stuff, and I'm really grateful to have new music that I've not heard by Johnny Cash. Number 24 is Gets, On Purpose, With Purpose. Every time Gets releases an album, it ends up in my end of year lists. And it's just proof of why he is one of the most steadfast MCs that produce grime, hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it. The features on this take it to another level. It's very autobiographical. It tells a story of his life, and it really, really draws you into who Justin is, who Gets is. If you've not listened to this record and you were a fan of grime at all, or a fan of hip hop, go and listen to it. I think Gets is an incredible MC. Number 23 is Going Off, Die Fast. These guys from Manchester, I've known their guitarist Nate for a long time, and they produce incredible short, sharp records. There's a cover of Nervous Breakdown by Black Flag on it, and I think that kind of says it all about the style that you're going to get with this band. Incredible record and incredible hardcore from Manchester. Number 22, we're going South Coast with Prom, From the Wayside. This Brighton band are pushing the boundaries of what emo and hardcore can be. It takes me back to that early 2000s sound. They are immediate, they are very necessary, and they are something so fresh and different in a sea of heavy hardcore. Number 21 is released by No Treaty, Sound the Trumpet. This EP only came out about a month ago, and the songs on this are just in constant rotation for me. It's only 4 tracks, but they are fantastic. If you like spirit-filled hardcore like me, and by the point at the end of this list you'll know that I do, then this is an incredible band that you need to listen to. They're not the biggest band in the world, but they do make some incredible music. And with that, we are at number 20 with Jack White, No Name. I like riffs, I like rock and roll, I like blues, and Jack White is back and delivering on all of those levels like he has not delivered since the White Stripes, in my opinion. 19 is Poppy, Negative Spaces. Critically, this probably should be higher up my list because I really love what Poppy does, and this is the best record she's released since I Disagree, and it is incredible. It's Poppy doing metallic hardcore, and she's doing it so well. 18 is Nick Cave, Wild God. I've loved Nick Cave for a long time, and every time he releases a record, it is fantastic, and I'd really recommend you go listen to Wild God. Again, just because it's new music from a legacy artist, don't let it slip you by. It's still fantastic. Number 17 is Kneecap, Fine Art. Told me 5 years ago that your top 20 is going to have Irish language hip hop. I probably wouldn't have believed you, but this group have taken it to the next level. Their film that was featured at multiple film festivals and won awards, drew me into the band. I'm a big sucker for a music documentary or a biopic, and it just opened my eyes. Yeah, it's in your face, it's offensive, it's abrasive and divisive music, but it is incredible hip hop. And for what they're doing at a grassroots level, representing Indigenous people, it is next level. Number 16 is Frank Turner, Undefeated. Had the joy of seeing Frank at the beginning of this year, and he is always one of my favorite artists to make punk inspired acoustic folk, whatever you call it. This record has some really upbeat songs. It made me cry. The song Ceasefire on the record makes me cry every time. It's about arguments with someone, and it just got me right in the feelings in the right way that emotional folk, punk, whatever should do. 15 is Essex King's Split Knuckle, Bleeding Through the Wound. I don't think a band would release a song called Fuck Your Whole Life and then go that hard. It is metallic, it is hardcore, it is abrasive, it is incredible music. And whether you're a fan of hardcore or metal or anything in between, I'd really recommend listening to Split Knuckle. Number 14 on the complete different end of the spectrum is Sabrina Carpenter. Short and sweet, incredible pop record. Enough's been said about this, you know who she is. Her Christmas special is fantastic. In at number 13 is Bright Eyes, Five Dies, All Threes. I've shown this record on my little channel, and the kings of emo, the godfather of sad boy music, Conor Oberst and the band come through again. Number 12 is Britain's best punk band, The Chisel. What a fucking nightmare. This record is essential listening if you're into punk, if you're into oi, if you like The Clash, if you like older stuff. Incredible punk band that just delivers on so many different levels. Lyrically and musically, really essential music. A late addition to the list is number 11, No Cure, I Hope I Die Here. I wasn't ready for a No Cure record in 2024, but they came through, and the features on this and the songs, it is punishing, metallic, hardcore, straight edge, in your face music. And if you've not given No Cure a chance, they have been on the up and up and up and up since they were a band, and now is their time, and I'm so glad this record is here. Number 9 is another band from Birmingham, Harriet, Devoured by the Mouth of Hell. The band shows the entire world what the UK brings to the table when it comes to metal, and why the UK is the home of metal. This is probably one of the most innovative, creative metal records I've listened to in such a long time. It's got its foot firmly in the hardcore camp and also in just the straight metal camp. Number 9 is Despise, Scotland's hardcore. This band are the best hardcore band in the UK right now, for me, for my money, and that record proves it. They don't skip a beat. It is abrasive, it is in your face. The vocals are so good, they are so necessary. And I love the riffs, I love the production that goes along around the record as well. It is fantastic, and an independent release from Northern Unrest. Go and listen to that record. Go and buy that record. Number 8 is Knocked Loose. You won't go before you're supposed to. I've talked about this record at length, and this is a metal and a hardcore band that's been on Jimmy Kimmel just now and been on national television in America. They are a band that have taken metalcore to the next level and proven that it can be in the homes of everyone. And they're probably the first band to take it to this level since Slipknot have. And they came from a basement, they came from hardcore. And this record is incredible. They are headlining Outbreak Fest next year, and I'm so excited to see them finally, because I've never seen them. The riffs on this thing are next level. The production is incredible. This is a great metalcore record. Number 7 on my list is Speed, Only One Mode. This band are from Australia. If you've not listened to Speed yet, I can't recommend them enough. This record clocks in at just over 20 minutes, and it proves why immediate essential hardcore is so necessary. Drawing influences from Trapped Under Ice, they are incredible, put on an amazing live show. Can't wait to see them. 6 is the latest addition to the list, which is Kendrick Lamar, GNX. This record is proof why hip hop is so necessary right now. Kendrick has had one hell of a year, and this is really his victory lap again and again and again. Through diss tracks, through having different features, the production from DJ Mustard is so good, and this autobiographical record proves why he is the best in the game. Number 5 record is Meadows, Familiar with Pain. This is spirit-filled hardcore at its finest. It sits firmly in all of my wheelhouses. It fits every box that I love about music and about spirit-filled hardcore. It is worshipful, it is hard. The song Barabbas slaps, but by the time you get to the end of the record and you have this swan song of My God is Strong, it is so good. Number 4 on my list is Touche Amore, Spiral in a Straight Line. This is emotional, this is intense, amazing melodic hardcore with features from Julian Baker, and incredible guests on here as well. Touche Amore are back at it again. Yeah, so good, and would really recommend it if you like any kind of emotional, heavy emo music. Number 3 record on my list is My Epic, Lauriella. I've shown this record off before, but My Epic are one of my favourite bands, and they have delivered again. They play as a 3 or a 4 piece, and the sound they make is so rich and layered and worshipful and intense, and I can't recommend this band enough. I don't think enough people are listening to them, but if you're not and you like any kind of rock or riff-based music, this is a great band to listen to. Number 2 on the list is Charli XCX, Brat. I've had a Brat summer. I have tried to live my best life in my hardest year, and this has been the soundtrack for it. She is my most played artist and has delivered on so many levels. I got to see her the other week, and it was incredible. I've been living under a rock if you've not listened to at least some of the singles from this, but I would really recommend just sitting with the whole record in full and then listening to all those remixes as well. So good. And my number 1 record of 2024 is The Cure, Songs of a Lost World. The Cure are back after 16 years and have always been my favourite band next to AFI. But Robert Smith has written the best record since Disintegration in 1989. And there are records that I'd call my favourite Cure records after that in Bloodflowers. This has this rich, dark, atmospheric moodiness that I've not heard from The Cure since 2000 and the release of Bloodflowers, and since Disintegration. And I'd go on record saying that this might be even better. I had the pleasure and the privilege of going to see The Cure live this year, and they translated these songs in such an incredible atmosphere. Songs about mortality, songs about the end of the world, about the environment, about broken relationships, and about fixing those. If you've not ever listened to The Cure and you want an entry point, this is fantastic. But then go back and listen to all those singles and understand why they are the best band in the world. Thank you for watching this far. One of the things that I've done, and I'll put a link below, is I've started my own record distro. So you pick up Speed, Knocked Loose, and Meadows from that distro. So if you've not already, go and click on the link. It's called Redeemer Distro, and I'm sharing the records that I love with the world. It's all brand new, mint stock that you can pick up, and I'll ship it out to you before Christmas if you're watching this immediately. If you're watching this at a later date, then still click on the link and go and check out what I've got going on. Thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for watching this, and I'll see you soon.